Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn with me. So today we'll be learning about the dye used in the food and also the toxicity of the dye. So let's begin up with the dye used in the food. So food coloring or color additive is a dye that imparts color when added to the food or drink. Dye comes in many forms such as powder, granule, liquid, paste, gel. They can be used as beverages, dry mixer, baked goods, confections, daily pet food, and a variety of other foods. So now in our day-to-day life, we see many colorful things. Similarly, the food that we consumed is also colored, and that is due to the dye. Dye is not just used in the artificial food, but it is also used in the natural occurring foods. So why is this dye added to the food? Color additive are used in the foods for many purposes. Correct natural variation in the color. To correct natural variation in the color, such as if we have an orange drink and if we have an orange drink, it is not completely orange. We see somewhat yellowish orange in color. So to correct that, the orange dye is added to get completely orange in color, to enhance the color that occur naturally. Naturally, for example, if there is an apple and it is not completely red in color, the dye is being injected into the apple so that it becomes completely red, and we consume such kind of apple thinking that it is very nutritive to us, but that is just due to the dye. To provide color to the colorless and the fun food, such as ice cream and candies. So it is provide color to such kind of foods, make food more attractive, appetizing and informative. When we see and pink color ice cream, we say that it is a strawberry flavor ice cream. Similarly, it provides information about such kind of candy, ice cream, and also medicine dosage. Dye can be natural or synthetic. Natural dye are extracted from the roots, stem, leaf, flower, fruits of various plants, dried body of certain insects and minerals. So the very known example of natural dye and which has been used in day-to-day life is the turmeric. Turmeric provides the yellow color and it also has some medicinal usage. And the other example is the betanin, annatto, saffron and riboflavin, etc. Synthetic dye are made up of aniline, petroleum products. Chemically synthesized color are easier and less costlier to product. Compared to the natural, the synthetic one, they are less costly. And this chemically synthesized color, they are obtained easily and they are perfectly colored, whereas naturally it may not give you the perfect color as compared to the chemically synthesized. It is less costlier and it has some superior properties in coloring. The next is the different examples we see over here of the dye, such as the brilliant blue, indigo tin, fast green, erythrocene, allura red, tartazine and sunset yellow. So this, when we are buying any product, when we look into the ingredients, we don't find this kind of colored names in it. If they are artificially colored, we see some kind of codes such as S13, S413. So that imparts a color. So that promotes one kind of color, such as blue 1, blue 2, green 3. So these are the codes of this color. Next is the toxicity of the dye, safety concern of the dyes. Food additive has an adverse effect on human health by causing allergic reactions, anaphylactic shocks, effects on the biochemical analysis, changes in the liver or kidney, histophysiological structure, and increase in the white blood cell. The prolonged use of this color causes hyperacidity, thyroid, tumor, dermatitis, asthma, kidney damage, abdominal pain, and cancer. So this food additives has an advanced effect on our health. We get lot of infections, lot of diseases due to this dye, and there are a lot of people who are not aware of the toxicity of dye. This is being caused, it has no age. It can be caused in any age. It is being caused in children's, it can be caused in aged human beings. So there are, you can see on the screen the dye, the main uses of it, and the disease caused by this dye. This is the dyes which you can see in the drinks, and these are our most favorite drinks which we love to eat, especially the children's. Therefore we need to have an awareness against the toxicity of the dye, why we should not use the synthetic dye, and we have to move to the natural occurring dye. So there are some precautions. Avoid using any food with artificial dye. So I recommend everyone to go for natural occurring dye. Natural occurring dyes can be made in the house itself. We can use any other extracts, such as we can use beetroot to get purple color or a pink color. We can use orange. So this are health, whereas the artificial dye, this causes a lot of damage to our body. And before purchasing any of the products, I recommend everybody to read the food label consequences instead of just reading the amount or the rate of the product. Next is switching to a clear diet so that we can avoid foods that have unnecessary preservative, additives, or chemical like artificial dye. Going out and consuming something and eating it, I recommend everybody to have this awareness of the dye and to use natural dye. I hope my information provided today will be helpful to everyone, and I hope you share it so that people have awareness about the dye and learn about different kind of dyes. And I hope you like it. Thank you, and please do like, share, and comment.